Okay, bismillah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. So, before I start my presentation, or I can say the motivational letters from me, I'd like to ask you guys, how are you guys doing this day? Is it good? Alhamdulillah. Okay, so today, or in this time, I'd like to deliver my motivational letter, or I can say it like, I'd like to tell about what is my motivation. Why am I choosing this institute instead of University of Indonesia or University of Gajah Mada or many others? Yeah, there is several reasons why I choose this institute instead of the famous, the way famous university and institute or like polytechnic. Yeah, because one of the reason because my parents taught me to. Yeah. Moreover, my mother, I don't want to reveal what my mother proposed for commending me or make a request for me to get into this institute. Yep. At least just about my parents told me to get into to this institute. That's one of the reasons. And yet there's also several reasons from myself why am I choosing this institute. So the first, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Abidal Farzan Rosyidi, a graduate of Abidal boarding school specializing in software engineering. So this is the example of my motivation letter for get into the ITB or Institute of Bandung. Through this letter, I would like to express my deep interest and strong motivation to pursue my undergraduate studies at the Bandung Institute of Technology, especially within the computer science program. So the study program that I choose for getting to ITB is a computer science. Why? Computer science provides a lot of provides several facilities, such like you guys could learn a lot about coding, and also wait wait a minute, guys. Okay, something happens to my laptop. So everyone, I'd like to continue. So there is several connections between computer science and between the computer science and also the school that I was studying before. So the school that I was learned in that school before, the school has been defined learn by doing philosophy. So like it's also connected into the Institute of Bandung Technology of Institute of Bandung of Technology, or I can say it like that, or I can say ITB or ITB. Yep, there's also some connection between those philosophy with the way how they learn in ITB. They learn by doing. So yep, why I choosing the computer science study program, because they are also using that philosophy to learn. And with that, I could push myself to understand the entire ecosystem of technology. However, I realized that being a great engineer requires more than just technical proficiency. I'm choosing Bandung Institute of Technology because I want to challenge myself. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I want to challenge myself with the strict theoretical and analytical foundations that only in this institute provides. So, yep, some information that get into me about the technology of the Institute of Technology in Bandung because they are having some strict theoretical, and also a strict analytical foundations. So yeah, the computer science study program in ITB what's the name? Literally provides the strict rules and also strict knowledge about computer. So with that, I can learn and understand also the entire ecosystem of technology. And also I'm to transition from being a technician into a scientist who can solve complex computational problems. And also the ITB reputation is not really that bad, because as I know from the world record of university, they literally told us that ITB is also one of the famous university, or we can say the institute. Yeah. So, and with that, and also that's why my parents told me to get into this university or in this institute. And then also beyond my technician life, I've always been active in my school organization, education division, and because of that, there is some change, maybe inshallah, there is some chance that I could get into the institute. Yeah, even though I'm not really that interested get to that institute, but I would like to push myself to get into it. Yeah, and also actually for myself, I'm just gonna put this institute into my second choice of university. Yep, even though I can say it honestly, I don't really want to get into this institute, but I focus myself into one of the university in Russian. But for this presentation, I like just telling you guys about this ITB. And then also beyond my technician life, I've always been active in my school organization education division. So, or we can say it OSIS. Yeah, and OSIS things. Yeah, I've got into the education division before, and because of that, I can say it. I can tell myself that I'm available, that I'm able to go into the institute. So with that, this experience has taught me the importance of communications and how to bridge the gap between complex technology and the general public. So with this experience, I could tell the technology within the public without any hesitation, and also without any shame, because I've trained myself to learn public speaking, and also explaining all of the things. And this is one of the example that I was having a public speaking experience by telling this motivation in front of you all. So yep, I'm eager to bring this collaborative spirit to the Bandung Institute of Technology, contributing to student projects and innovation labs. So when I was already get when I already achieved my goals to get into this ITB, so I'd like to push myself by joining all of the by joining some of the events, and also yep, I'm trying to make myself to be busy with the program of the campus, and I'm fully committed to giving my best to my studies and making a positive contribution to the Bandung Institute of Technology. I believe that my vocational background combined with the ITB's world-class education will empower me to become the software engineering, or become one of the best human that ITB ever produced, by taking that human into the ITB. And so with that, so I could make a significant impact on Indonesian digital future. So yeah, that's my motivational letter for ITB. And then maybe you guys still thinking, why am I choosing ITB instead of all of the university and outside of the Indonesian? Yeah, because I said again, one of the reason of my parents, and there are also several reasons from my personal that literally connected into this ITB. Yeah, just one of the reason, honestly, because I don't really want to get separate. I don't really want to get far from my parents. Yeah, also from my house, because I really love it and love them. So yep. Okay. I don't know why this television cannot connect into my laptop. And yep, maybe that's all from my motivational letter. Thank you very much for listening and respecting. So that's what I want to say. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.